In this video, we'll walk through the budget build system in Edu-Met. The budget build module is a separate planning system. It does not affect the live accounting data. Navigating to budget build. Log into Edu-Met application. From the main menu, go to Accounting, select Database. And click Budget Build. This opens the budget build screen. Understanding budget build control tables. At the bottom of the budget build screen, click Control button. Here you'll find control tables, which manages loading budgets, salary updates, loading receipts, user access profiles and creating final budget. These control tables drive the entire budget build process. Loading the budget build. In control tables, select Load Budget Build. There are two ways to load a budget. Option 1, load from last year's budget build. Used if you want to copy a previous budget build. Option 2, load from appropriation, most common. Used to load the current live budget into a new budget build year. To load the budget build for upcoming year. On the load from appropriation, select the current fiscal year by clicking on the years button. The system automatically sets the next year. For example, import year, 2025 to 2026 to 2026 to 2027. Set through date to June 30th, 2026, the upcoming year. You can include adjustments if required. For zero accounts, you can select No, so even zero balance accounts load to budget build. Click Load from Appropriation, confirm Yes. Now, the new budget build appears on the main budget build screen. You can filter this screen by fund, account, location or by range. Working with budget build columns and radio buttons. On the budget build screen, you can see 5 columns. Account, description, 2025-2026 budget or the current year's budget, 2026-2027 budget or the upcoming year's budget and amount difference column between budgets. At the bottom, you'll see radio buttons such as, Requested Exclude Current Staff, Requested Include Current Staff, Approved Exclude Current Staff, and Approved Include Current Staff. These allow you to view the budget, with staff costs or without staff costs with requested or approved budget columns. You can also click Add button on the screen to create new budget accounts directly in Budget Build. Copying and increasing budget amounts. If an account's budget will not change next year, for the accounts row, click C in Copy column. The system copies the current amount to next year, rounded automatically. If you want to raise or increase the amount for any account, click Inc. and enter a value in % column for the accounts row. For example 10 will increase by 10%. The system increases the amount by 10%. The difference is shown automatically in the difference columns. You can also change the amount manually. To do this, click inside the requested cell. A detail screen opens. You can change the requested or approved amount here, then exit. Now, requested amounts appear under Requested View, and approved amounts appear when switched to Approved View from the radio buttons. Budget Detail Copy feature. When editing an account, you can click Copy Budget Detail to copy other budget details from last year. A pop-up will appear, you can select details to copy and click Execute Copy Detail. This copies detailed budget breakdowns from the previous budget build year. Tabs on Account Edit screen. Inside an Account Edit screen, there are tabs which helps to view the account data better. These tabs are, General, Non-Salary, Current Staff tab for salary accounts, New Staff Salary tab to add new employees and Staff Hourly tab. Importing current salary. If you want to bring current employee salaries into the new budget year, go to Control Tables from Control button on Budget Build screen. And then click on Import Current Staff. On the Budget Build Import Current Staff screen, select the HR year as current year, and Budget Build year as the upcoming year. Set the exclude termination date to June 30th of upcoming year. Then click Import button. This imports current staff salaries into the new budget build year. Salary projection. If you want to project salaries for the upcoming year, you can use salary projection feature. To do salary projection, salary guides must exist for the new year. You can go to salary guides by clicking on salary guides button on the salary projection screen. To run salary projection, go to budget build control tables and click on salary update. Select the budget build year as the upcoming year and the current year as current year. Then select the salary guide for which you want to project. You can also increment step for salary guide. Set the exclusion date, June 30th, upcoming year. And click execute. This applies projected salaries only inside budget build, and it does not affect real payroll data. Now, on the budget build screen, projected salary amounts appear in salary account. Adding individual salary entries. Inside a salary account, on the current staff tab, click salary screen. On this screen you can click add. Select the year and guide to add salary for individual employee. The salary is added to the selected year. You can also add new staff on new staff tab. And enter hourly staff on staff hourly tab, using the add button. Longevity and extra pay updates. In budget build control tables, click on longevity update to set up longevity on the budget build. Similarly, on the control tables, click on extra pay update to set up extra pay on the budget build. Receipt budget build. To bring in receipt budgets, go to budget build control tables, and click on load receipt budget build. Click on the years button load from receipts, and select the years. Then click on the load from receipt button. This loads prior year receipts into the new budget build. Now, on the budget build screen, on the bottom, you can see button receipt build, click on it to view the receipts. User profiles and security. To set up user profiles, go to budget build control tables, and click user profile. This defines who can access budget build, which tabs they can use, whether they can access salary accounts, and which funds they can access. You can also lock out a location for other users as admin. To do this, go to Control Area button on Control Tables. On this screen, in the Location Lockout box, you can add locations, which will lock added locations from editing for all users. But, if a user has override location lock checked in user profile, they can bypass the lock. Budget build reports. Reports can be accessed from two places. Option 1, on the Accounting, Reports, Appropriation area. Option 2, Budget Build screen, from the list of reports drop-down on top right. For the Budget Prep Detail report, you can select the year of budget build. You can filter the report by specific funds, or select report type. Reports list also include, Budget Build Current versus Next Year, Prior Current Next Comparison, and Prior Current Next Year Comparison. Creating final budget from budget build. When the budget build is finalized, you can go to Budget Build Control Tables, and click on Create Budget from Budget Build. On this screen, select the year, and click Execute. This writes the finalized budget into accounts, appropriation. At this point, your planning budget becomes the official budget.